Hello and welcome today to KPMG's AI update. It's been a very busy time at the moment, and with the implementation just at the end of July, early August of the AI Act. The AI Act is a very interesting piece of legislation insofar as the EU is concerned, and that it is very much a risk-based piece of technology law. So rather than kind of talking about very specific types of technology or chips or computers, what it actually talks about is risk-based approach. And there are basically 4 levels of risks within the AI Act: unacceptable, high risk, low risk and minimal risk. These all are very distinct relevant regulations and obligations attaching to them. And KPMG is of course available to assist you at any stage in dealing with the details of any of these. The first thing that we would always say, for example, is very much to have an idea as to what you want, what's called your use cases, and what precisely you want your AI systems to do. And I think that before going into too much detail, I do think, however, it's very important to talk about the other issues other than the pure AI legalities. And in that regard, Emma, I know you very much deal with GDPR and data issues. Perhaps you could give us an idea as to what you believe are relevant at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, David. So in the development and deployment of AI, it's absolutely essential that the GDPR is considered and adhered to. So for any new technology that's presenting a risk to the rights of individuals and how their personal data is processed, a data protection impact assessment has to be carried out. So that's something we'd be advising our clients to do. In addition to the GDPR requirement, there is the requirement for a fundamental rights impact assessment under the EU AI Act. Now, we would see these sort of based on what you'd be doing under the data protection impact assessment. Clients shouldn't kind of get too scared about this, because it is just taking out what was done 6 years ago for GDPR readiness and what organizations are doing anyway, anytime they're deploying technology that is risky. It's really important that these impact assessments are carried out, because we are seeing the regulator, which in Ireland is the DPC, investigating organizations who are using personal data as part of their rollout of AI and the technologies that go alongside that.
Thank you very much. That's really useful and interesting. And I know, Emma, that you're very much on the operational side of this within the KPMG organisation. And what do you think in that context, and particularly given that February is not that far away at all, what do you think organisations need to be doing at the moment?
Yeah, so look, like you've both alluded to, this is a really complex piece of regulation, touching on both technical elements and also a number of legal principle-based and almost human rights aspects too. So in response to that, we in consulting have set up the EU AI Hub, which is a centre for security, safety, responsibility and trust, where we bring together our colleagues from across different disciplines and jurisdictions even to help our clients solve for these problems. We do this in conjunction with 2 of our strategic partners, Cranium and Microsoft. So, it's brilliant. We really get to be at the forefront of those considerations. I think a couple of those in advance of that February deadline are assisting organisations to get an understanding of the different types of AI that they're currently using, to make sure that come February they're very comfortable that they're not doing anything they shouldn't be, particularly with respect to that prohibited AI category. And I think the second thing that our clients perhaps start to need to think about is the requirements in the Act that relate to AI literacy. And that means that organisations need to get comfortable that any individuals that are using AI as part of their employment are adequately literate in the use of that particular system for the purpose that it's being deployed in within the organisation. So there are 2 key takeaways I think that we would recommend our clients start thinking about if they haven't already.
So thank you very much to both Emmas for that really helpful and useful information. So I think we can all see that this has been a very busy period of time, and will be for the next number of months, particularly up to the initial implementation of the Act in February, with further parts being implemented over the next year or so thereafter. And just be aware that we here at KPMG are only able to help you with the operational issues and indeed the legal issues in Ireland, but also through our network and indeed our contacts in Brussels. We're also able to help you in regards to the European issues as well. Full details of all our services are available at kpmglaw.ie. Thank you very much.